Guys, back again with another video to help you out. This time I'm taking this radio head unit assembly out of this 2016 Kia Forte, and it's pretty straightforward, but it looks near impossible if you haven't had one of these apart yet or before. So I will go ahead and show you how to remove this. It had me confused for a short time. I thought I had to take some extra stuff out that I didn't, but I'll go ahead and show you real quick. I would suggest not using a flat tip screwdriver. Use a panel removal tool. You're much more likely to do this without marring any of your surfaces or your dash pieces or anything like that you can't then buff back out. So I would use a nylon panel removal tool if you can. But anyway, I'll show you how this comes out. You don't necessarily need to take out this piece underneath. I did because I didn't know what I was doing at first. It's just held in with clips all along the bottom of the heater controls. It's not necessary to remove that, and I'm in the boneyard, so everything's already tore apart on this anyway, but that's not necessary to take loose. The only thing behind there is a few screws that holds their heater control in. If you need to take the heater control out for whatever reason, maybe you need to replace that, that would be how you would access that. There's a few screws around the bottom of it to get that. But anyway, the only thing holding this in, this is just held in with clips, and it's a bear trying to get this panel removed from up here on top. It's all held in just with clips, and you have to be very careful where you decide to pry along the edge of this, so you don't break it or scratch it up or anything like that, because it's just held in with clips. It's amazing what they do with these things these days. And then there's a little plug right there for the back side of your hazard light you'll have to unplug, and there's also one screw in this bottom piece down here underneath. But it actually is necessary to remove this lower piece first, because you have to get down here to this one single screw, Phillips head screw, that just keeps this panel in one place right here. So after you take that off, it's just held in with clips, like I say. Set it off to the side so you don't lose it, and then when you pull this off, you'll have to be very careful not to break it or crack it or anything like that. And especially up here on the top leading edge, it's really tight up here to get that loose. But when you've got that off and you unplug that hazard light switch, you'll just have a Phillips head screw here, Phillips head screw here on top, and then back in the corners you'll have a Phillips here, and you'll have another Phillips right there. And then you'll be able to pull your radio out. I would suggest, when taking these screws out, if you're not going to be right on top of it or have a magnetic tip screwdriver, to have a little magnetic pickup tool or something that you can slide in there to grab these screws. Otherwise they'll fall down inside the dash, and then you'll have more problems than that. But when you pull those screws out, then you'll then be able to take your radio head unit straight out, and then you'll have a couple plugs back here. You just squeeze the trigger on top. Hard to do with one hand holding a phone. Push the button on top and just wiggle it out. Same with over here. Pop that one out and release your antenna and your other plugs over here, and you'll have it out. But that's all there is to removing this. When you go to put it back in, just make sure your panels line back up when you set it back inside, and everything's plugged back in, and you should be good to go. But anyway, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for videos like this. I do these things to help you guys out. I know this stuff's expensive to do at home, but it's also more expensive if you pay to shop to do it. So if you need to replace this, you can do it at home. Save yourself some time and money. Thanks for watching.